the DCEU went the right way, Martian or Manhunter would have been like Vision, and it would have been so dope.
Well, that's a way to start the episode. We could just talk about that for 10 minutes.
Hola, everyone. We're back, and we're going to be talking about Titans for the last time this season. And we're joined with Paladrex, the Gran Kaiju himself, and my mightiest woman. So this will be the last rant. Jeff, give us about Titans till season 4 starts, which they have announced. We are getting a season 4.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing how quickly they greenlit this. Oh, I feel like even as a casual TV show viewer, I don't know what kind of people are watching this show.
My mom.
Jeff,
my mom loves Titans. I don't think y'all understand how much my mom loves Titans. Like, she tried to talk to Titans about Titans with me, and I was like, Mom, I can't do this. And she was like, why? I was like, because there's so much wrong with the show, and you're going to think I'm a freak.
It's crazy because how well received the show is. That means if I go out into the public and I talk trash about it, people are gonna look at me like I'm the crazy person.
Yes.
and I'm sitting here and it's like, no, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this show. Okay. Overall review of the final episode. How about that?
Just the final episode, not the whole season?
A final episode for now.
Do a final episode and then season.
Yeah.
Just get it over with. Because we're just going to talk about the whole season with the final episode sprinkled in. I guess I'll go first for this episode. It was not bad, actually. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, which might be my highest Titans review this season for some strange reason. But I don't think it was the best episode. It just felt like a 6 to me. It had its good parts. It had its bad parts. I thought it ended well. But when it ended, I was just like, okay, when's the Robin's TV show happening? And, yeah, for the whole season, I think it's a 3.
Fair enough. Actually, your opinion?
I was trying to think back while Maya was talking. I was like, I actually don't remember this episode that well at all. It's just like a blur to me at this point. But I mean, I remember not hating it entirely when it ended. I was confused by some of the decision making, but I guess I'll give it a 6, and I'll give the whole series as a whole a 5. We brought back Donna, which is a plus, but we went through a lot to get there, and we went through it fast.
Not to mention all the pedophile scenes.
Huh?
Oh, you still talking about Superboy?
I was like, what, did I miss something? I was like, Superboy, yeah. So for the finale, I give that a solid 1. That was by far the most lackluster finale I have ever seen for a TV show in probably ages.
That's fair.
I felt so dissatisfied with how they wrapped up this story. I sat there with nothing but pure disappointment. I felt an emptiness in my soul. I was like, really? It's going like this?
Who are you? I'm Tim. Punch. See, didn't get you?
Oh my God. It's like, and I guess I'll go more on the rant when we talk more deep about the episode, but it's like...
No, go ahead. Go off.
It's like there was no conflict. There was no, any moment that had me on the edge of my seat after all this crazy stuff was happening. There's no, oh, what's going to happen? How are they going to wrap it up? How are they going to do it? Everything worked out so well. And it was corny. Oh my God, was that finale corny. Every bit of it is corny. Freaking Bruce Wayne comes back and Tim is a Robin, but not under Bruce Wayne.
We called that, though.
He doesn't even meet Bruce.
Yeah.
I think one of the only things I was looking forward to in the show was when Tim finally meets Bruce so he could have a nerdgasm. I didn't even get that.
Next season.
Is he going to meet Bruce next season? I don't know. Is Bruce still Batman? I don't know. Does Gotham have any more protectors? I don't know. Why are they riding in a party bus to show us their family like they've established every single season beforehand, but repetitively every season they prove that they're not family? I don't know.
They kind of seem like family with how much they fight.
I mean, yeah, but family requires it to be some good times.
Yeah, like how often does Dick go off and do stuff on his own without telling anyone?
There were no good times in this Titans family.
I don't know. There was Blackfire and Superboy, Beast Boy and Raven,
That's incest.
Jason Todd, and what's her name that ended up going away, Rose.
Oh, so all the scenes of family separating.
all the scenes of family fucking each other.
Yes, that. All the incest.
Well, I don't know about Blackfire and Rose being part of the Titans family, but
Hawk and Dove.
Blackfire is officially a temporary Titan, as far as I'm concerned, for some reason.
I think she is a temporary Titan. For some strange reason, she's not pissed at Superboy.
So yeah, so they're trying to establish this villain, and I think they realized halfway through finishing the writing, but they didn't have enough time. That Superboy blowing up the ship wasn't going to be a solid enough reason for her to be a villain. So they were like, "Fuck her being a villain." Redemption.
for all season 2, they're making her to be the villain. They cast her, and they're like, we actually like this actress. Let's have her be a good guy and forget everything that happened in season 2,
Especially
where
if
she
you
was
have to
behind the
kill all our
scenes.
villains. Also, like, isn't Dick just like sending Scarecrow into infinite feardom? Just like
Overkill?
Very dark.
It's nothing a Dick would do.
And maybe Bruce would do it.
If anything, this reminds me of what Damian did when he was in charge of the Teen Titans.
Nah, Bruce wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Actually-
Damian would do it.
Damian would do it. Bruce wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Damian did
Bruce
do it in
would've.
his Teen Titan run.
I said Damian would do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
Bruce
saying
would
Damian
not.
did do it. I forget what he was using, but he did it where he messed with every villain he caught to mind to make them productive members of society, like being janitors or something.
Yeah, Bruce would highly be. He would have been highly disappointed in that decision, because despite what people try to point Batman to be out, he is actually a half decent person. So
He captures them and sends them to Arkham Asylum because he thinks they can be reformed.
he wants to help them. He even let Poison Ivy go because he was like, "You're not a villain, really. You're just doing things the wrong way."
yeah. He's like, you're killing people, which is bad, but I agree with your reasoning.
So he's like, I'm gonna try and give you a chance.
Yeah, I think that time where he just bought the land that was going to be renovated to turn to some complex or something. Like he just bought it, made it a reserve.
He's like,
That settled Ivy down.
Shit, he marries Catwoman.
He marries Catwoman.
"Oh, I don't count that."
I know you don't, which is why I brought it up.
Jeff is too much of a Wonder Bat.
I
fan.
can't accept it. I'm sorry. Don't give me a good romance and expect me not to ride for it.
It's okay.
I mean,
I'm
Selena Kyle's the one that got away.
Which is still the stupidest thing. Like, why is that the password, and how does Tim know that?
Because Selena Kyle, he's always let Selena Kyle go from her crimes. She never gets arrested.
And where is she? Is she dead?
She got away.
Yeah,
She got away.
she left him.
Awesome.
Maybe they had the wedding scene where she ran away again.
Maybe they're just setting it up for Wonder Bat.
Oh my god. Watch Wonder Bat. Watch them try to do Wonder Bat, but it's Dick and Wonderville. Dick and Don.
That would be so upsetting because they're the best of friends. They're an amazing example of a platonic relationship where they're there for each other, but never in a romantic way.
Yeah.
Well, leave it to the writers of Titans to ruin great concepts.
You mean like the entire season
Yeah.
that we just watched?
Yeah. I think the only redeemable thing about this is just the relationship between Dick and Jason for the finale.
Yeah.
The only thing. Everything else is like, oh my god, y'all are out your wazoo, if you will.
It is kind of upsetting that Dick did not even warn anyone that, hey, Jason's on our side when he sent Beast Boy to the mansion to
And
help
family-
Jason.
And family's about trust, right? Is what they keep trying to tell us.
It's like,
And yet here he is, still keeping secrets.
That was a Bruce move.
It
he's
is
like,
a Bruce.
it would have been nice to know still.
But Dick is, I thought the whole point of season 2, and I guess season 3, is to show that Dick is not Bruce, except he is.
Well, the whole point of this last episode was that Dick needs to stop trying to be Bruce.
Because he's already there.
He's supposed to be the greatest hero of all, one that inspires hope in people, that even Superman trusts and looks up to.
What?
He's not. I don't know, in the comics, Superman says he's like one of the best of them because he's great with like people skills, and like if Dick says something, all the heroes trust him.
That's fair. But he also did say that he can't be Batman.
Because Batman requires being too dark, and he can't do that. He wants to do things different.
He's not too dark. He has to be dark in a specific way.
Where do we think
Mentally,
this is leading us for next season? What are we getting?
You know, everyone's like, "Oh, they set up for a lot in the next season." I was like, "What the hell did it set up?"
Yeah, because it seems like we kind of wrapped everything up now at this point. Blackfire is not a villain. Scarecrow's been taken care of. Red Hood's fine.
Hive, maybe?
Hive?
Did they set anything up, or are we just
I
going
guess because we saw Gizmo like for 10 seconds in the first episode. Hive could be a thing.
That's exact. I'm trying to think like a Titans writer right now.
Some might argue that Hive should have been introduced forever ago.
Some might argue that Hive should have been the first fucking season.
Yeah, we started with Trigon, and then Deathstroke, and then we had Scarecrow, and Red Hood,
and Blackfire.
I don't know. Is there anybody important when it regards to Tim Drake? Because we got Jason Todd last season, and then they immediately made him Red Hood.
I mean, unless he's gonna jump to Red Robin.
No, he's gonna be the Drake.
If he jumps to the Drake. I don't really know what they're setting up for. Watch them. He's never Robin. He's like, I want to be Robin, and that's gonna be their way of saying, oh, he's Red Robin. And I guess Dick is training him.
He's gonna be Red Robin, and Bruce is gonna get another Robin, and then we're gonna get that Robin next season. They're
gonna go back to Gotham after they introduce Damian.
Oh no, I was thinking we'll get why am I blank? Stephanie Brown.
Oh yeah, that's exactly who we're gonna get. We're gonna get Stephanie Brown.
I did appreciate the interaction between Jason and Bruce, though. I did take that. Where Bruce was like, "You can still stay if you want."
Yeah,
and it was nice.
It felt very much like a parent would respond, being like, "Listen, we all make mistakes. I made a mistake recently. Like, let's just start fresh." And Jason was like, "No, that time is over. I'm gonna go do my own thing now." It's like, I just want to be like, bro, you've been doing your own thing all fucking season.
It's time for him to go do the current storyline where he's the leader of Task Force Z, the Suicide Squad Zombie Edition.
Oh my gosh. Did that scene? So I enjoyed that Bruce scene, and then it pissed me off at the same time because it's the exact opposite of the Redhead scenario. Where he's like, when you killed the Joker, was it for me? Yeah. Whereas it's supposed to be, why didn't you kill the Joker? When he killed me. That's what hurt me the most, even for me.
But yeah, none of us have any idea where they're going. Like Brother Blood, Hive.
Literally nothing. But unless they set up like
Blackfire, maybe.
Blackfire is just a maybe, but like I don't know why she would be a villain at this point in time. Unless we get some more random, not really correct Tamaran lore.
I was kind of hoping that they would make Blackfire and Superboy the villain with how things were going.
That would have been interesting.
Like, but then they didn't.
Their relationship ended so casually.
Yeah.
And now they're all going to live on a bus together, right? Or was one of them not there? I can't remember.
They're just riding a bus to San Francisco.
Yeah, they're taking a road trip to San Francisco, so it's going to take like Gotham's like Pittsburgh, right?
They said 47 hours, I think.
Yeah, so it's going to take them like 4 days if they don't take their time, which they probably will because of all the trauma that they just dealt with. But also, where the fuck is Dawn?
She said Paris. Like, yeah, Donna said she's gonna go visit her.
Why the fuck is Dawn in Paris? First off, how the fuck did Dawn afford to go to Paris?
We don't know anything about Dawn's life.
Dick probably gave her the money.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I just don't understand why Donna's going to Dawn in Paris.
Because she has a message from Hank.
Yeah. Hank did give her a message.
What was the message again?
I gotta look up that episode, but
I think it was just I love you.
Yeah.
I'm going all the way to Paris for a phone call.
I mean, if you're gonna hear from anyone, have the person who was dead.
Instead of being an asset to the team.
Honest about to join Argus.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Argus, I guess, was set up. So Roy Harper's set up.
Yeah, but he's not a villain.
No, he's just the new Amanda Waller.
They're like Shield, not Cadmus.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see Roy Harper next episode, next season, and maybe we'll one of the Argus villains will be.
I swear, if they don't make Argus's hideout be in like a USPS office, I'm gonna be real mad. I just want the reference.
Maybe I hope it's like Argus versus Hive. Maybe that's what. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Gizmo thing was enough to set up season 4 of Titans, and it's just Hive.
Jason Todd and Deadshot was enough to do Red Hood, apparently.
Yeah. So hey, maybe just maybe.
So we'll finally get Gizmo, Jinx, Mammoth, whoever else is on Hive.
I mean, those are the 3 big ones.
Oh man. Okay, so here's an interesting segue for the conversation. How would you have How would you have changed this season for the better?
Not do Red Hood.
Yeah, not do the Red Hood storyline. Like,
so what storyline would you have done? How would you change, or if you would change?
Blackfire.
Well, how would you change her storyline for the better?
Give her powers.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing.
We never settled that, did we?
So like, that's another thing that I wanted to discuss. What the hell is Starfire's power?
We don't know yet. She doesn't know yet.
Shields, bro. Shields. She got bubbles.
It was like some weird fired lightning thing that could apparently hold liquids.
Listen, she Black Lightning. Just don't think about it.
Oh my god! If her powers were actually just lightning, I would actually be fuming. I was like, wow. Even with a character whose power is nowhere near related, y'all still gave the black person lightning powers.
Because they're black. What you mean?
It's like, oh, you gotta have a black character with lightning powers.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring in Static Shock next season.
Oh my god, I would cry. I would actually enjoy it, and then I'd be sad because they would butcher it. The name's Tim. Oh my gosh, that punch.
Oh, the name's Tim.
And then the parents being like, no, you need to stay here with them. I was like, why? What did he prove? Because he kicked this dude?
How'd you learn that? YouTube?
I was like, are you serious?
I mean, I guess.
What if next season the villain is Lady Shiva and Cassandra Cain, and then they get Cassandra Cain to join them at the end?
That would be the most disrespectful thing they could ever do to Lady Shiva.
That would be the most Titans thing I've ever heard. That would be a parody of themselves.
They need to get more bad children.
That would be the most disrespectful thing I have ever seen done to a character. Because there is nobody on that squad who can go head to head with Lady Shiva.
Who's dying next season? Because we're taking
Superboy.
now. Superboy?
Yep. Get him out of here.
I don't think Superboy's dying, but I think he's going to go off and do his own thing.
Maybe they'll kill Beast Boy also. You stop hearing the complaints about the animals.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Raven, and she has to go to hell. Maybe she has problems with her brothers, and she has to go to hell and be the queen of hell.
That's not going to happen.
Nah. They like Raven too much.
No, they don't. Do they? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I think this season they made an effort to like not give her enough screens.
I think this season they really just wanted to do Bat Family stuff.
Just why not?
We want to save money on our budget, and Raven and Beast Boy are expensive.
All we've gotten is Bat Family. This is not even Titans. This is Dick and Friends. I thought you found Nightwing last season. Wasn't that the point?
He only wore the suit like 3 times this whole season.
Oh, which is another thing. I don't think we ever discussed this. I meant to bring it up from the episode where they revived Dick. But did anyone notice how they put him in with the Nightwing suit and he came out in regular clothes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or how in the finale he left the car in his regular clothes to go into fight and then entered the building somehow with his Nightwing costume.
Oh, he put it on.
When? because he was in regular clothes at the car and immediately went into the building. So that means he stopped at some point. I don't know, maybe while he was going through the air ducts and like slid on his
butt ass naked and put on a rubber suit. Yes. Yes.
I'm not one to usually go into like small, like I don't like to nitpick like that, but it's like I'm starting to think that Dick actually has a power, and it's to form his Nightwing suit as necessary.
Maybe it's like an Iron Man thing. He just like hits a button and it comes on.
Isn't like a whole job on set to just have a consistency person on set?
Yeah, well, apparently the consistency person they have is trash.
I mean, no. What it probably is that the consistency person probably brought it up, and somebody just went, "It's okay, nobody will notice."
They say, "Oh, you're probably right." Oh my gosh, this show does so many things to me.
But yeah, we're ready for the Bat Family,
and I'm still gonna watch season 4 because
we have to.
It's now our job. Like, and it's only the DC shows that you're caught up on for some reason, and it's the one you hate the most.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's the only DC show I'm watching.
It's really fun to hate watch.
Right. It's like I feel like I have to see what they'll do that'll piss me off next episode.
If anything, it makes me angry. Like, this is the show we all hate the most, but it's the only one we're all caught up on because no one's caught up on Doom Patrol or Young Justice or anything else.
It's the only one I'm willing to discuss.
The shows that are supposed to be good, we're not watching and caught up on.
You know, we get the good show. We're like, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, this went well. But no, we get this hot heap of garbage, and I got a million things to say.
It's easier to talk about this one, though.
It is. The content makes itself. The interest makes itself.
But I think that's it. I think we cleared our feelings about this season.
That's our season discussion on Titans. This will be the last time we do this for like what, a year till next season.
So Injustce overall review, it holds true to movies based on video games usually don't go well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because the crazy thing is, right, and this is just my overall review. This is before I get into any spoilers. The movie was so perfect until the end.
Yes.
And it just proves to this to me should have been the miniseries that we got instead of this fucking Aquaman show.
Yeah, this movie really needed either the Long Halloween or the Aquaman series.
It needed to be more than one movie,
and it would have sold too. Like,
yeah, it's Injustice. They're like even like non-DC fans know Injustice because the game was fun. You know, and it's fighting him.
Yeah, I do agree. It really needed to be longer. Just one movie wasn't enough. I think that was one of the main issues about it. They tried to do so much in so little.
Honestly, I honestly felt it was really good until the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like, I was enjoying it till the last 15 minutes, minus like some scenes here and there. Yeah. But if they added 30 minutes, it would have been better. And then if they had not changed the story so much to make it fit into a shorter movie, it would have been better. Because they had changed a lot of the story. And one of them is like a very major thing.
Like, honestly, if you don't have a lot of time and you have like an hour, 30 minutes, go ahead and watch this anime movie. If you do have a lot of time, go look up Injustce all cutscene movies on YouTube. It'll take like 3 or 4 hours of your day, but even with just the cutscenes, it's amazing. Or over on the Comic Story and YouTube channel, he does a great videos about Injustce. It's a very long, amazing story, and they did a good job near the end where they're just like, we need to wrap this up because the movie's ending.
Yeah, like the one thing I do like about DC is that they take these stories and they're like, you know what, let's make an animated movie off of it. And I wish Marvel would do more of that. I think that's something that we do have to give DC credit for doing. But then they just ruin it in the last 15 minutes because they never want to make things as long as it deserves.
Like, it's like you would think they would have tried harder with Injustice because, like, they of all people should know as a DC product how popular that series is, or that storyline is. Like, it's extremely popular.
It's so popular they made hella money off the mobile game.
Oh yeah, on the mobile game. Like, it's really surprising that they weren't willing to like put in the effort of making this like just a very well financed miniseries or just like a multiple movie thing. Like they could have did Injustice Year 1, 2, 3. Like they could have made 7 movies out of this. 7, and that's not even including Injustice 2. So like it is pretty disappointing in that grand scheme. Like
now, unlike Titans, did everything they do make sense? Yeah.
Overall,
if this had come out first, would I have liked it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you don't know the content, it's a good movie. If you know the content, it's gonna be disappointing.
I think if you don't know the content, it's a good movie up until the last 15 minutes. Because I again, I don't even think that's like anything with like the story. It was just not a good way because it didn't feel like an ending. It just ended.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay, the situation is done now. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I guess if we're done like talking about how we feel, let's go into more in depth about it. Like, so Injustice is a story where the Joker decides he's done losing to Batman. He wants to win for a change. So he goes against Superman, who recently found out he knocked up Lois Lane. They're gonna have a kid together. And things don't go well for Superman. He's not used to fighting the Joker. Lois Lane loses her life. Superman kind of loses his sanity a bit, kind of loses control.
It's a slow
tethered to humanity.
And at that point, Lois is really the only person he has left. Like, both of his parents are gone, too.
No, he still has John.
I thought John died really early.
Jonathan, it varies per storyline.
Yeah.
It varies per storyline. But I think in this one, Jonathan is still alive.
Yes, it really depends on. Sometimes it's the dad who dies as a kid. Sometimes it's Martha. Sometimes they're both alive. But we saw the president kidnap John because Superman was like getting a little too out of control.
Oh yes.
But like I liked it was like a slow descent for Superman. It was a slow descent. It's supposed to be an even slower descent.
Yeah.
Towards the end, Wonder Woman is, I don't think, supposed to switch sides, which was one of my issues in that, because she's supposed to be like one of the main reasons why he's like
become a dictator. Yeah. I honestly like this more because it seemed more on par where Wonder Woman is more understanding. Like sometimes things need to get done, but it doesn't get to that extreme. Like
it was,
if anything, she's holding back and it's like, we can't go that far, Clark.
I think it's because at least when the original Injustice came out, I think it was around the New 52, and like that Wonder Woman is where they got rid of like the whole like understanding aspect, and she was more of just like a warrior. But I
like what they did this time, where she wasn't the one pushing Clark to that.
I do remember though that they did keep key to that, where she was like disgruntled about the whole Joker kids. Because I think that was in the comics. That was in the comics where she was like not happy about him killing the kid celebrating Joker. What I did not like the Flash's ending. That was ridiculous. One, in the comics and in the game, he's literally one of the most important characters for all of this.
Yeah.
And like he's the one who switches sides. Like that was his role. He's like Spider-Man from Civil War. Like he's the one who switches sides because he's like, oh, okay, Superman, you're being a bit wild.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a lot more okay with this because I felt like getting Flash off the board was a lot better, because before you had everyone with superpowers versus everyone with no superpowers, and like the Flash is already pretty overpowered.
See, but that's the thing. It wasn't supposed to be everybody with superpowers versus everyone.
Yeah, my problem wasn't even with like. I think my problem with I actually prefer this because I think my problem is with Flash being more evil in the original Injustice. It doesn't fit Barry Allen.
No, he wasn't more evil.
He wasn't more evil, but he was very hesitant with everything Superman was doing, but he believed in Superman.
Like that's what made his story interesting, because he had faith and trusted in Superman, but like as time goes on, you like see him like he's like, okay, there really is no like fixing this, and then he changes sides. And I think Green Lantern does the opposite. He starts on Batman's side, and then I think he falls the helplessness, and that's when he gets the yellow ring and joins Superman. And then another thing that blew me is that Shazam just disappeared.
No, I'm happy with that because I didn't need to see him die again.
But that would have been such a sad death. and it would
We
have
don't
added
need
so
to
much
see
story.
Superman just blows a 10-year-old kid's brains out.
We needed to see it actually because it's part of it. That was an emotional death.
It was very emotional. It was like so shocking that Superman just killed like a 10-year-old kid.
Because it's supposed. What was that? Year 3 or 4?
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
deep in.
Yeah, that's his descent. Like he's going further and further over the edge. That's why this series needed to be longer. Like it needed to be a series because like the descent the pacing of the descent was really good until the end where he just snaps. And I was like, no, I don't want him to just snap. I want him to like struggle because like there's even, at least in the comics, there's a point where Batman and Superman are having a discussion and they're working things out. And like it almost seems like for a bit like Superman realizes that he's in the wrong and then he gets convinced otherwise. But
yeah, there like in the comics, there's a lot of times where Clark could have been brought back. It's just Batman's not a people person, and Catwoman gets on him. It's like you guys are best friends, but you can't, and you fight threats that almost destroy the world on a daily basis, but you guys can't talk about your feelings.
yeah.
Toxic masculinity.
And what is it? But it was nice. The beginning was really nice. I like that interaction between Clark and Bruce when Bruce finds out he's pregnant.
Yeah,
it was a nice scene when it's like your hands weren't shaking when you fought Doomsday. They are now. I was like, okay, that's nice. I like that. He's like, what in the world would actually put fear in Superman? Oh, he's gonna be a baby.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't like do much with Harley Quinn, so I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, they didn't. They kind of just ended a lot of storylines really quickly.
Yeah, like we didn't see her progress to being a hero. Really, she's just like, "I'm hero Harley" out of nowhere, which I guess is very Harley Quinn like. But I like seeing a journey, character building.
I mean, this just goes back to like this series. It needed to be a series. It didn't need to be a one-off.
Honestly, if they had just made this like a full-length series, this would have been one of the longest, best-running series. Period. Like as an animated series, it would have been on par with Young Justice, in my opinion.
It could have been comparable to Invincible with like how violent it is, but also telling a good story.
Yeah. Just a little more subtly violent than in Invincible. Invincible was like, oh, first episode.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice.
I mean, it could still have been pretty violent because I remember even the comics in the scene where Arkham Asylum when the villains got freed, Batman was like, Solomon Grundy's a zombie. He'll just reform anyway. So Superman was like able to go all out and tear him apart. That was a bloody scene.
As opposed to him just dying.
Yeah.
And Arkham scene
straight to him.
Yeah. He flies through Grundy and he just dies. But yeah, no, you're right. But like I said, overall, I did enjoy the beginning of it, minus the Flash thing. The whole Dick Grayson thing was a little weird, just because they changed some of it. It just didn't feel like they focused enough on it.
I thought it was pretty nice. He got like some moments with the other characters after he died. He does become a dead man in the Injustce comics.
No, he does. I just mean like they didn't establish some of the stuff. Like Damian puts the Nightwing suit on in honor of Dick, but Bruce hates it because Damian is the reason why Dick is dead.
Yeah.
They didn't put the Rock there, which kind of disappointed me when Dick died. So this made it seem like he got hit in the head and died, which is ridiculous to me.
I mean, I don't think the Rock makes it that more or less ridiculous.
Bro, he got hit in the head with a rod and died, but like not like a full thrown rod, like a half, like just off through. He threw the rod, it hit him in the forehead, and he died.
It hit him right in the temple.
But it's
which is the soft spot of your head. Like, yes, that could kill you.
Did it hit him in the temple? It looked like it just hit him in the forehead. But I prefer the Rock. It makes it much more accidental.
Like I said, I do like how they got rid of all the superpower people. Flash died. Aquaman just went back to Atlantis. Shazam and all the magic heroes decided they're gonna go do their own thing.
Yeah, they really were this like, fuck some of these storylines. There's no Superman versus the gods, no Superman overcoming Atlantis, none of that.
There was no Superman telling the world Bruce Wayne is Batman over Twitter.
I actually would have loved to see that.
So like Bruce Wayne like lost his money and house and everything, had to go and hide it because everyone knew who he was.
None of that.
Can I also say like Calendar Man is getting like a lot of love. He's like showing up in everything. not like as a major player, but he's like having a cameo in like everything lately.
Shazam.
Calendar Man.
Oh, calendar. It's because of Suicide Squad.
But even before Suicide Squad, Long Halloween came out before that.
Yeah, I guess it's because people have kind of made Calendar Man into a meme. I mean, he was a meme character to begin with, but like the Gen Z folks have definitely just ran with it.
I am happy they are going to more of these like lesser cared about villains and diving into them. It is nice touch. Like Victor Zsasz in Injustice was nice.
I think Victor Zsasz should get more, especially after how popular Gotham was, because Victor Zsasz is one of the best parts of Gotham.
What season is that?
I mean, he was in
he's in like all
Birds of Prey movie, and I don't think it was that great there.
No, but the Victor Zsasz in Gotham is fantastic. He shows up in season 1.
Huh. It's been a while since I've seen Gotham.
Yeah, I stopped watching it at some point, but I really like some of their villains that they do.
The only character, well, not the only character I like, but the character I enjoyed the most was Fish Mooney. So yeah,
I mean, I think Enigma is also really interesting in that one.
Oh yeah, Enigma was great. Or sorry, not Enigma, the Riddler.
Yeah, Edward
Enigma.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have anything else to say about Injustice, the anime movie? Besides,
we didn't give number rankings.
Oh yeah, we didn't give a number ranking.
No, 6 out of 10. Wow, everything's getting 6 out of 10 today.
Except giving it a 7. Really enjoyable till the ending. The ending just happened way too quickly, wrapped things up, and they could have just done a lot more. It kind of makes me want more.
So I give it a 6, and I think it honestly would have been a 9 if the ending was better. I think the ending does dock at 3 points.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I was at like an 8.5 until the ending happened, and then I was like, ugh. The way it started was so good because my fiance was watching it with me, and she's like, "Oh, this started really good," and then it got to like the midpoint. And she's
like, how you wrap up a story is extremely important. You know, it's one of the reasons why the Wonder Woman movie gets a lot of flack, because it was really good, but they didn't wrap it up the best that they could. Not the ending was the worst, so like it's highly rated, but it wasn't the best ending it could have been. So with Injustice, I think that's what it suffers from the most. That the ending just wasn't pleasing or satisfying enough. Like it was an interesting end. It just came too soon.
It's different, but it just came out of nowhere.
It came way too soon.
Well, I didn't even know they were building this. I thought they were just gonna take out the T-spheres.
I thought they were gonna use the Phantom gun that they stole, like they did in the game. How they ended, they trapped them in the Phantom Zone because they have the Phantom gun or whatever the heck.
They took the Phantom gun. They freed Mr. Terrific just to take down the T-spheres, which I don't think they ever did. I think they just went and fought a Mazo.
Yeah, they freed Mr. Terrific for the T-spheres, but instead they just fought a Mazo. Did we even see Alfred?
No, I don't think we saw Alfred. We didn't get to see Alfred deck Superman on the floor.
Even in general, just like the dialogue between Superman and Alfred in the comics is like really great.
Yeah,
so that's kind of sad that we didn't get to see Alfred.
I'm also sad we didn't see Black Canary, because Black Canary was really nice, especially with her being pregnant herself, I believe, and then having to deal with the loss of Ollie.
Yeah, that's wild. There was no Black Canary, and that's supposed to be a very important storyline in that. Wow.
Yeah, they just fucked all storylines.
Damn, this is going down to a 5.
I understand, because like Black Canary was important to the comics, but I mean, not having her didn't really hurt the film. I think it would have helped Harley's character, which we didn't really delve into that much anyway.
Well, I think it hurts the feelings because we didn't dive into a lot of the characters that they wanted to establish to be like something in the movie. You know, like if you really think about it, there is no real character progression amongst any of these characters.
It was just we're focusing on Batman and Superman. That's why we took all the Green Lanterns off of Earth. They got orders from the Guardians to go back to Oa. All the magic people don't want to deal with this. Aquaman's going back to Atlantis because he doesn't want to deal with Superman becoming a dictator. And when Aquaman does that, Superman and Wonder Woman are supposed to lift all of Atlantis out of the ocean and dump into the desert for Atlanteans to dry up and almost die till they agree to help Superman.
This is this animated BVS. Yeah, I'm dropping it to a 5.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't hurt it. It would have been nice to make it like a series like Invincible, where we get to see all this stuff happening.
It's a 5 to me just because I know how many storylines have been ripped out, and that hurts me. To your average viewer, it's probably like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
But to me, it's a 5 just because of all like the millions of stories that they literally just ripped out, and we're like, nah.
See, I'm going with is like if you're just looking at it as a standalone thing, I think it does fine. 7 kind of rushes it at the end, but if you know the Injustice storyline, I'd just go watch the cutscenes on YouTube or go through like the comic store on YouTube page where he goes through the full story.
We don't even get to see Yellow Lantern Superman.
We don't get to see a lot of things, Jeff.
I wanted to see Yellow Lantern Superman.
We don't get to see Trigon fight Mr. Pidlick.
I forgot all about that.
It's like year 4 of the year in Magic. Or when Superman fights the entire Green Lantern Corps. We don't get to see Commissioner Gordon die from drug abuse because he's just been taking kryptonite steroid pills.
That's true.
Which I'm okay with them not doing. Like, it'll be kind of hard to explain all your favorite heroes taking pills to become Superman level strong.
Well, I mean, they had to when they fought off those supers.
Yeah.
They needed something.
It's like, really, everyone with superpowers sides with Superman. No one wants to side with Batman.
I mean, a couple people side with Batman. They just died, like immediately.
Shazam.
Yeah, he just would kill them immediately.
Well, Shazam. Shazam sided with Superman, and it's like
He's
halfway through the
decided-
video game did he decide to change sides.
That's true.
Not even during like the years leading up to the video game. It was like in the 5th year.
Well, sometimes you die.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching to the end. Hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment if you did or didn't, and maybe some ways we can do improvement. We're still learning, and it's the whole scientific process to get better is to get some feedback. So yeah, hopefully you guys check us out again in the future. My name is Haxley. You can check me out, HaxleyGV, over on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And we have who is Mighty is Woman, over on Twitter and Twitch. And Jeff is Paladrex. He just joins us because he's a good friend. But yeah, thank you. Take care.